Hello and welcome back to ECS North America. It is time for map 2 between Optic Gaming and SK. Optic Gaming stealing, well, I wouldn't say stealing, they definitely earned the win on over SK on Cobblestone. Hard-fought matchup. We saw excellent performances out of Mixwell as well as the rest of his team. Mixwell was on 37 frags by the end of it. No, 34.
34
I'm adding,
for 17.
I'm adding frags to it.
Does that mean he had a 200 ADR?
I have no idea.
Or something?
Well, it doesn't really translate to the ADR because ADR is different. It's damage as opposed to kills. Could just do like one. Well, I guess although he was AWPing a lot of the time, so it's hard to say.
If he has twice the... Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get the full 100s for a kill necessarily.
That's true.
Anyway, we're moving on to Train now, which is in some ways has some similarities to Cobblestone, but one of the similarities will be the AWPing, the long ranges, the long channels for AWPing. So I think regardless of who wins, we're going to have a good matchup. It's going to be fun because Mixwell and Fallen, basically, will deliver, I think.
How do you find Train has similarities to Cobble?
Because the CTs don't have that many options which aren't incredibly risky to actually do stuff. And like Cobblestone, there's no real mid, like a Cash or a Mirage or a Dust 2, and so on and so forth. Even Inferno to a degree, right? You like on those maps you have mid, which you can take control of, and then you can build that into A, build it into B. But on Cobblestone and on Train, just, you're either on a bomb site more or less, or you're kind of not. You know, there's so much space for the Ts that just are already just given to the Ts.
That's true. Yeah.
So there's less map control plays, and more just I'm playing. Because the thing with map control plays as well is map control plays affects rotation massively, so you can influence the rotation of a team a lot more. But if you look at these two maps, Cobblestone and Train, the rotations it's harder for the CTs or rather for the CTs, well, the Ts, sorry, to like force rotations. Like for example, Train. You're mostly just in most situations, you're not going to be responding as much to map control because...
Yeah, I think you could compare long A on Cobblestone to Ivy as well, because it's kind of an area you can fight around. But whatever, it is time for Train, and it is time for SK to start the pistol round on the T side. We will be rolling with them to begin with. Fallen has a smoke grenade, and he's dropped a Tech 9 to Taco. So Taco will be the raid boss. And Optic going for aggression immediately. Violence is the best policy. 3 CTs on the push now, jumping to avoid getting headshot, but Stanislaw will get wrecked regardless. coldzera will be traded by Rush. But SK have not committed to anything just yet. The bomb is now moving towards the B bomb site. Maybe expecting a rotation from the CTs. Who knows?
Who knows? Well, someone who may know is Fallen, the mastermind, the man with the plan, who most certainly can. Nice angle there from Mixwell, might see him with an AWP there later. As SK Gaming they're very spread out actually. They've got a player in main, they've got a player alley, one pop dog essentially, and one still in secret, so they're pretty much all over the place. Where will they decide to go? I mean, A is the most likely of places. Mixwell that 5-7, essentially raid bossed up. It is Rush's 5-7 after all, so Rush did throw that to him. Very charitable action, but I think it will definitely help the chances for them to win the round. 5-7, very dangerous, very good against Kevlar. Loads of bullets. Great for a pistol round.
This is a very long pistol round.
It's a super long pistol round.
Considering only 2 people have been shot, SK are going to run the clock down, and now it's a gauntlet run. They have to succeed. They must be perfect, and that is not perfect. Mixwell with a 5-7 will absolutely wreck your face. Now, I do wonder why they wanted to run the clock down so much, because it's not like the CTs had utility to exhaust, because it's the pistol round. So if something goes wrong, then I mean, like for me, it's like they let the clock run down, and then they forced themselves to rush to the site and got wrecked by 5-7.
It's like Mixwell shooting missiles there, not regular bullets. God damn.
We didn't even talk about the raid boss on the CT side.
I did.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Definitely mentioned that.
Something actually since Janko's here, he always talks about, you know, if you're in a map where there's a good spot to go for rush, like drop zone and cobblestone. Good to have a CT with a 5.7 or dual breasters, something that fires more than 12 to 13 bullets.
Oh my god. Take it to the face. Rush back in though, able to defend the area after that nasty frag. So options here for SK now pretty limited. Just got to go in, hope for the best, trying to boost over the smoke there. Do have Fallen and Furt in the... Oh my god, Furt just jumps through. Gets wrecked by Mixwell with the MP9 looking to make some money. And now Fallen. Can he get something out of this scout? I mean, you really need to get the damage in. That scout can be so good, but somehow Optic survive with 4 players. That's an excellent way to finish a round like that one where the opposition is force buying.
Well then. I mean, we don't really know the ceiling that Optic have in the next 2 to 3 months. So we don't know. Like, we've seen that they can perform good. They clearly perform better than they were with Daps, Rip Daps. But we don't know what the ceiling is for this team. So we don't know. Like, at what point do you consider Optic a favorite over SK, for example, on any map? You know?
I don't know that you. Yeah, well, you just can't. I think.
Yeah, not right now, not in the short term, but
well, I mean, they would have
or at least like a. I mean, do you consider them like a quite reasonable contender now on these maps, or?
I mean,
like, where do you put them?
To me, I think they can beat anyone in North America on any map, in any given time. But as far as like taking a run through a tournament to the finals and winning the finals, SK just have so many more accolades, so much more experience. And Optic, to a large extent, haven't had all of those tests just yet. That's one of the reasons why they're exciting, because they're a new lineup, they're a fresh lineup. They've got all the pieces, well, most of the pieces, I would say, that can make a very good team. But in comes SK Gaming, looking to knock down all the pieces of Optic, using the brute force there into the A site. But in comes the players from PopDog. Will somebody turn around? No one's turning around. Stanislaw is going to have liberties there. Takes down FNX. Now 3-on-3 or 3-on-2 here for SK.
Stanislaw and Mixwell remain out of position. Now Mixwell has decisions to make. We've seen him do disgusting things on train before. He's only good for 1 frag though towards the end of that round. But he's got 5 kills on the board so far. SK steal away their first buy round. And this is interesting. SK won that round, and yet Taco and Fur both have no kills. Cold, FNX, and Fallen. Just 3 of the 5 players fragging in order to take the first buy round. That's really curious stuff.
It's also interesting to see, NAF on the AWP so much. Again, you could put Tarik on it, but again, it's kind of that situation. Tarik is likely going to be a better rifler as well as a better AWPer. And if NAF flies job, or if they only want one of the 2 AWPs to just be holding an angle, then having the guy who has more skill be more dynamic and be able to take more decisions and fights with the rifle, that makes more sense, I think. And they do have Mixwell on the AWP as well. Speaking of Mixwell, he is over towards Connector, so he has the ability to rotate pretty much anywhere very quickly. But there's the first entry frag found on Ali, and the pressure begins for Optic.
Yeah, no one's moving on the A site at the moment. Mixwell still holding an angle towards main. They do, however, have Rush around the corner, as one can see. Tarik repositioning, and Mixwell has not moved a muscle yet. Stanislaw alone towards B at the moment. We've got Fallen creeping now with the AWP around the corner, around the IV position, and SK maybe posturing to try and go for a split through CT spawn. Not going to work out, though. Fallen caught with a nade in his hand. Meanwhile, it's still Stanislaw alone towards the bomb site, but how long will SK wait?
That's a good question. They've been burnt in the pistol round very recently for waiting too long. Will it be a similar story here? The push has to come in. You've got to expect Optic to become antsy in a situation like this. They haven't seen anyone yet. There's 15 seconds left. What are SK doing? It's going through their minds at the moment. And FNX perhaps is supposed to draw rotation. Perhaps that's part of the idea here, but it doesn't really happen so much. Well, actually, it actually did draw a bit of rotation there, and it's going to work. Oh my god, we can talk about this in a bit, because it's quite an interesting point here. And Fur, he's going to wrap himself around the back right now, finding the back of Mixwell. Oh dear, not going too well for Optic here. SK have outplayed them.
Yeah, Rush forced to save in this situation. Next to no money on either side, actually. Going into the next round, obviously there'll be bonuses for both. One will be higher than the other, but A nice round by SK. When I was in Malaysia, I saw a coffee drink called Tarik, which made me wonder what Tarik means. And I tweeted him and said, what does it mean? And he's like, oh, that's my drink. Like, he didn't even answer the question.
The funny thing, by the way, is earlier I made a point about on Overpass regarding Astralis and how they play the situation. And it was about how the time becomes like a tool, like an information tool to help you make decisions or not, right? And a lot of teams run down the clock and they're like, oh god, I can't do anything. SK actually used that idea there by having a guy running an alley, making loads of noise in a spot where there's so little time left. Surely if you hear somebody, they have to be committed towards that site, and it instantly causes rotation. So I think that S-Start is really cool by SK, if that indeed was the plan and how it went down. You can see it rushes, he's got this M4 that he's saved. How much damage can he really do here? It would be really nice for Optic if he could get a couple kills. There's one.
Just one, though. One, of course, and not much else for these other players to do. Taco not realizing, look at that aim. Look at that aim, Dan. Look at the aim. That's disgusting. Just straight in his face. It's like, oh, there you are. Just boom. Look at the aim.
Shooting missiles.
Man, it's just nasty stuff. Just nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. These guys are thugs. Look, look. He's like, don't see him, don't see him, don't see him. There he is. In your face, son. Straight. First bullet to the jaw cousin. I'm finished.
I was going to say, are you okay over there? Over there. Well, mixwell, he's got himself the AWP, of course. Fallen also on the AWP. This is the kind of situation I was highlighting, and right now we could expect SK to try to play for picks, but they do it a bit more in a bit of a more complicated way in this round, because not only is Fallen there maybe able to get some picks, make it sound like that's the play from SK, they have pressure on Ali. They have players watching a reaction that could be a B push from the CTs as well. So SK have a really good coverage here, but this play from Ali is, they really have to get something out of this. Oh, there you go. Taco takes down NAF Light, and they fall back. I really like this.
Why do you like it, Dan? Why?
Because it's very easy to push forwards, but they have time to play with, so they leave one guy there, which always creates... There's always a level of fear right now for Optic as to what's happening. And because they're also down to 4 men, having the extra numbers, so having Taco join the rest of his team right now, the extra numbers becomes more powerful. And because of that kill, CTs are forced to split up. So you're like winning on the numbers game so effectively with this play. But if they just went 2 on Ali, they're maybe in a 2-on-2, for example. They don't have to be in that position. But they are. There is 15 seconds left, James. I don't know if they're leaving this too late again, but seems to work out. Just Stanislaw left.
This is SK. Maybe this is an experiment for them. The way they're running the clock down constantly, they're going into Na'Vi mode, going full Na'Vi. So again, it's rush, last man, and you do wonder. I mean, again, you go to one of the leagues we did last year where NIP picked Train every single round, which isn't relative to this map. It's just coincidence it's on Train. But the point is, they clearly I mean, that's when Train was relatively new. So it's basically like they wanted to force themselves, A, to learn it, and B, to get as much experience in a professional competitive environment as opposed to scrims as possible. Because, you know, people can say, oh, you know, we did really well in scrims and so on, but that doesn't take into account, let's say Team A plays Team B in 4 scrims, but Team B are practicing something very specific, say on their CT side, so they don't care about the outcome of the round, it's just the outcome of a single situation. And Team A's like, oh yeah, we beat them in scrims all the time, you know, that's why you can only read so much into practice matches. But yeah, NIP went all in on Train. But the point is, SK seems to be going all in on very late plays, at least in buy rounds. And maybe there's a particular reason, just trying different approaches, different styles, not being stale in their approach to the game.
Could be something as well that they feel like Optic is weak against slow pace. That could be one of the reasons. Like some teams, because SK have basically the ability to do everything. They've got skill and experience doing everything, and players that can achieve everything. And we can come back to that point maybe a little bit later. We do have SK pushing in for some of those opening kills. Deagle's not really doing too much just yet, so this is so far a good round for SK Gaming, limiting the damage It will only be one player dead, 4 alive for SK in the end. 5-3. Optic, they got loads of money in the bank. Do they go double up again? Yes, they do. NAF and mixwell. Last time they got picked on Ali. Will that be the case this time as well?
Maybe because of how aggressive Optic can be, they're just giving themselves chances to hang themselves, to make mistakes. If they feel like that's an issue as time goes on, they're going to get itchy feet, they're going to get that ADHD is going to kick in. Who knows? Ooh, Stanislaw, did he see an elbow? Did he see a bit of leg over there? Perhaps he did, or at least all the noise is going to send him towards the ladder area. And again, with 2 ops on the map, mixwell can sit in B. Now, yeah, that's what you want to see, holding the high ground. I like the setup actually with Stanislaw on the high ground, looking at the low grounds. And again, we spoke about how Optic, they hold aggressively in A, although it seems they're going to go for a take of the main area. But will it be ill-timed?
This is a good position for Stanislaw. Oh, the jump comes around the corner. Oh, this has worked out really well. mixwell picks up the second one as well. Things looking good. Finally, Stanislaw gets traded upon, but it's taking too long. Too many players are being lost, but coldzera is able to respond here, creating space for the bomb to be planted. However, the CTs have safe passage through the connector. First going to try to find them, but Tarik is quicker to the punch, leaving just 2 left now thanks to Cold. This guy's going absolutely out of his mind in this round so far. He is working on the ace. 3 frags for him already. Spots the next player. It's going to be tough to pick up the frags there as Falling comes back in, able to take down Tarik. Cole's legacy is done in this round. Fallen against Rush. Rush goes up for the push. Fallen wins the round. Nice stuff from Fallen.
Nice stuff indeed. That puts the money in an awkward position for Optic. About 3.5k, Pistols and Kevlar coming out now. Some players going down to $2,000. Indeed, SK have Optic at maximum loss bonus. SK winning the last 6 rounds in a row. So basically, beyond the pistol and the Antica rounds, it's basically 6-0 at the moment, which we have to bear in mind as things continue. Rush down to the scout, and he may not get much opportunity. Well, he's alone, and now he's dead. He's been launched, not into space as Ipex once was on Cash, hashtag to the stars, but he was indeed launched into the birds.
Yeah, 7-3 now the score. SK growing their lead. They definitely had a hard time against Optic to begin with on the first map of this series. Optic obviously won that one if you were not there for that. 16-13, but it's very backwards and forwards. Now SK with a strong start to their T side of train. It's a strong start, it's a good start. And in comes the set piece onto the outer bomb site, into that A bomb site. There are a few players here for the CT standing in front of the smokes here. Will they be able to get some frags as the players come in? Oh, caught with an aid in his hand. Tarik goes down pretty hard there to FNX and his AKs. FNX can get the bomb planted. Ooh! Oh, mixwell's close, but no cigar.
The hero plant is made in the smoke. Taco makes his way through, avoids the no-scope. So far, so good for SK. Taco gets traded, but there's a man advantage. Stanislaw is well out of position. What is he playing for at the moment? Are they still going for this, the CTs? Or have they chosen to abandon? They're kind of just holding position at present, so it does feel like they don't want to go for to save, or maybe there's some indecision. Rush is kind of stuck around the site, but Stanislaw is just quietly walking away. So yeah, it seems Optic have given up on this one, and they can't escape either. They will get wiped out slowly but surely, one by one. No save allowed. That was interesting. I mean, it was a nice response from Optic once the smoke execute came out. Then they put the late smoke into Popdog, but FNX still manages to just run out of Popdog. Tarik's got a grenade in his hand, and down he goes. Dominoes from there.
Down he goes. Yeah, SK having a really good go of things so far. Optic can't really seem to get their defenses working, but if Stanislaw just runs in, running gun, finds himself an AK, finds himself the bomb, finds himself 2 frags, and the round in about the space of 5 seconds is going to be won apparently with nothing but pistols. Why not? I say nothing but pistols. We do have Tarik on a scout, but still, can FNX clutch this? Definitely, he has time to work with. Just tossing in all the nades.
Is he just standing on a store full of grenades? Because He's thrown like 6 grenades.
Oh, the traces. Love the traces. Oh my god, that was a pretty brutal round. In about 5 seconds, everyone died.
Bosh! Oh man, he'll get concussion from hitting that piece of wood as well.
Well, he's dead, James, so I think we're probably more worried about the fatal blow to the chest from a high-powered sniper rifle.
Perhaps. So there are 3 people in the middle of A for the Optic side. SK charging forward in unexpected positions. There's an Ivy push coming in as well. That may turn into a flank later on, but will it be fast enough? Because the numbers are running out one by one for Optic on the A site. Nobody's there, in fact. Stanislaw moving towards connector, but he is smoked out like a smoke house. Nafly coming in through main, but what really can Optic expect to do in this situation? Walk through smokes and die, perhaps.
Another strong round from SK. Man, they are just going beast mode, running in, just taking no prisoners.
Maybe you can watch these teams go beast mode in Anaheim, bit.ly/ECS2 discount 25. Why are there so many numbers in that bit.ly link? I don't know, but get down to the ECS finals in Anaheim. I'm going to be there, so is Dan. You can bet your donkey, should you have a donkey, that Janko will be there as well.
Nice. AKs, AWP, it's looking good for SK so far. They are in a world of affluence.
Maybe you can find a world of affluence at Anaheim at our finals. Look at the website and buy some tickets. Students go free.
Optic with the CZ there on Stanislaw. It's going to be able to pick up a free AWP, but maybe not. It's a trap. It's all a trap. You know, it isn't a trap, James.
Going to Anaheim to our finals, wherein speaking of free, that you can go for free if you're a student and have relevant ID. The CT's in CT spawn, 3 versus 3 coming in for the retake here, but they're miles away and Fur is up front. Maybe you could be up front if you buy a VIP ticket to our finals in Anaheim. CT is going for the save, it seems. Will they be able to save on this occasion? You could save if you're a student with a student ID and go to the finals for free.
Oh, man.
We should have made a cheesy advert.
Yeah, we should.
Because I could do this for days. You say like 6 words, I will find a way to connect it.
You could do the MC version as well. At some point. MC, 3 AWPs. We've got 3 AWPs here.
We've got 4
AWPs on one team. 5 AWPs.
Okay.
There's 5.
Here we go.
They are styling.
Here we go.
Styling for days.
And perhaps profiling. And maybe you could be profiling on Facebook with a photo with a favorite team. If you make it to Anaheim, students go free.
God damn. It's working so far. Well, I say working. It's 1 for 1, so maybe it's not working just yet. Well, Fur gets himself one towards A main. There's more frags to be had, though. No, I'm just going to leave it to you. Just going to leave it to you. Can leave the AWP to FNX.
You need to practice.
Leave it to FNX. And Rush. Pick himself up an AWP, but there's no hope. There's no hope here for Rush, I don't think. 1 versus 3, shot straight in the chest. 11-4.
Why did that look so easy?
What looks so easy?
That round.
Oh, the round?
It looks very simple.
Well, people are just walking out and taking AWP picks. Clearly, SK feel very confident right now. They feel the confidence. There you go. Some frags, as you requested them. Well, you didn't really request them, but whatever.
Okay.
Where's the comeback here for SK, for Optic Gaming? And if you are just joining us, Optic Gaming took the first map, 16-13, and that was a pretty awesome map of Counter-Strike, of Cobblers. But now things look a lot harder for Optic on train so far. Can they make the difference here in the pistol round? Rush going to be staying true to his name. Picks up the first kill and only looks better with Tarik on the flank, or covering the flank here of Popdog.
Can he get the P250 shots in, though? Always good to see P250 on the T side. Lovely, lovely. Funny enough, Tarik gets just the 1 frag, but just for those of you nerds at home, the P250 has almost double the headshot range of a Glock in pistol rounds where there are no Kevlar. So, I mean, no helmets, rather. So, I mean, if you're going to go grenades, because there was a team that was buying a HE grenade recently on a pistol run, but I mean, just pick up a P250, drop it to a teammate with Kevlar, and he's going to have double the headshot range. If he's adept with the P250, then maybe some work can be done.
Yeah, if he's worth it. Oh, we got a push coming in from Pop Dog. Will they turn around? Will they turn around, please? Someone, please! FNX, he's going to be able to, well, not going to be able to get the frags, and they have all day to turn around and seek out all those kills. Optic converting. Taco's running around. He's got a shotgun. He's running around. Well, walking around actually.
I've got a shotgun. Maybe you could go shotgun to Anaheim, to our finals. Students go free.
And Calder's the Kevlar and helmet to save, the CZ as well. Definitely a worthwhile gun to save as they look for X6. And nice by Optic to go to the places that they know are safe instead of running around for no reason.
Speaking of going places, Dan, why don't you go to Anaheim, to the ECS Grand Finals this year in America?
America.
Students go free.
All right, SK.
You were a student once.
Yes. I am a student of life. How about that?
I'm not seeing much learning, Dan.
I'm trying to learn. But it's too much Counter-Strike. All I'm learning is Counter-Strike.
Let's see what Taco can do with his Nova. I'm a big fan of the Nova. I own one myself. I bought a new shotgun recently. I think it's called 692. I can't even remember what it's called. It's a Beretta shotgun. And CTs are dying on the map. I get paid to say that on occasion.
They're dying on the map, in a round, on the map.
On occasion, I also get requested to commentate at finals, Dan, such as the ECS finals in Anaheim, California. I think the nearest airport is John Wayne. He's long gone though, although I did like the Searchers and actually studied that once, and it was good.
What did you study?
The Searchers, the film The Searchers.
Oh.
I studied it, Dan.
How was it?
And it opened my eyes to the beauty of the film. But yeah, John Wayne, Airport, ECS Finals, Anaheim, students go free.
It sounds like you're losing your excitement now.
Well, I'm doing a grind. I'm in grind mode now. I'm in grind time, like Killer Mike.
Oh, Tarik! Oh my God, Tarik got completely destroyed there. Oh man, what are you going to do about that? Still though, there's not too many more frags to account for just yet as the T's push in deep onto the A bomb site. 2 versus 2. Fallen's on 1 point of health. Taco wrapping around the side. See you later, Rush. Gets the bomb down though. NAF line maybe has something to work with here. He has the AK. Taco to deal with. Fallen's on 1 HP, so if NAF can just get this kill, there is a chance. There could be hope. There could be glory. But he's going to back away. And now he's back, looking for the hope, looking for the Glock, and he's dead.
He threw the Glock. He threw his Glock, Dan. The Molotov came in. He had an opportunity to make his way through the Molotov to stop the defuse from going in, but instead he threw his Glock and went the other way, the other direction. Obviously, he probably doesn't know that Fallen's on 1 HP. Man. He gets the second scope in there as well. No respect.
Oh, man.
No respect. Rush plants the bomb. He died for his cause. Maybe they will name a street after him. AWPs continue for both sides. Can Optic play the catch-up game? They, again, outside of the pistol in the following rounds, Optic have won 1 round.
Well, mixwell doing mixwell things there. That was a pretty savage pick there from him onto Fur. So things start off well here for Optic. And again, this map, you know, typically in a situation like this, T's get a pick. CTs rotate 3 players to play on A with a bias usually towards rotation positions, you know, around connector, and then 1 player plays on B. And so if you get the pick and then you wait, that's a setup that you kind of understand is very, very likely as the Ts. So you already have an expectation, but trying to jump bait the shot is baited, but the kill is won. Fallen, oh, I could see it in my mind's eye. Fallen getting that one, but denied by Mixwell. Should change his name to Opwell.
You too could be denied by the girls in Anaheim. If you go to ECS finals, students go free.
That's not very nice. This is a brutal round here. the AWP of mixwell. He just basically won the round by himself for the team. For Team Optic Gaming.
Yeah, nice stuff by mixwell. It's insane that Fallen did not get traded on that first frag. The jumping man, the sacrificial lamb, the cannon fodder, Operation Human Shield. The 5-round leads will be reduced to 4. What is the money situation on SK? The money sucks. If your money sucks, you could still go to ECS finals because students go free. Let's have a look. Let's have a butcher's.
Ooh.
The blind shot, the timing kill. We've seen some nice timing kills today. That was a great shot by Fallen. He went back to the well, but the well was dry. The well was dry like the crack between an elephant's toes.
So now it's just going to be some P250s. The weapons saved. SK, what can they do? Optic walking out into the open, loud and proud, wielding weapons of destruction, dealing in death and chaos. Let's see what else they can get done here, SK. They have picked up 1 frag. You can see Fallen hiding in a sneaky position. Surely someone's going to check this. Surely. Oh my god. No. No. Oh, that is... Why is this happening? Oh, no.
My god.
Why is this happening? It's just mixwell left, but that's the guy you want in this position to save your team from sheer embarrassment. Their face is going to be red after this one, James. Very red indeed.
Red like a slapped ass, Dan. Oh, he repositioned, he held,
God.
he believed, but Fallen.
Can't believe you've done this.
3 kills with the P250. That is solid stuff. And again, patient play, showing some mastery there of different ranges. Not the longest of ranges, but long enough. That was a very unfavourable situation SK were in. Their money was decimated then. Their money was ruined like a stock car, which has been in one too many races.
That is amazing. I love how Fallen goes for the big play there. He goes for like the potential round-winning play where he gets, because he could just kill the bomb planter first, but he's like, nope, gonna go for both. Gonna go for the guy that's would kill me straight away after I get that frag. He converts, man.
Yeah, he showed a thorough understanding of the P250 as well, because I'm telling you, at range, you can't take it for granted, otherwise it will fail you. It's as simple as that. You cannot take the P250 for granted. It's $300, but
great gun.
It's a mysterious pistol. It has a mystery.
That does it really?
It does.
What kind of mystery?
A mystery at range of consistently even just hitting the target. If you hit it too fast, you've lost it.
Gonna have perfect timing. Perfect timing. Ooh. Optic are going to go for the B play. Furs sitting there on the train, minding his own business. He's actually got support. He's got Taco, actually, on the... Well, further back. And there's a fast rotation in FNX, so this will be interesting. Well, I think FNX is actually in CT Sky. But
he is.
Either way. Here comes the set piece. Will there be entries? Yes, there will. There's one. Taco's alive still. Ooh. Oh, Taco, what is this? He picks up 2 frags. Maybe it's not over yet.
Fallen repositioning now. Stanislaw is around the smoke. He's waiting for it. Oh my god, he has been denied. I have never seen such rejection, Dan, since I was a young boy hitting on all girls with spots all over my face. 14-8, SK close in on victory. Talking of entries, Dan, you too could get entry into Anaheim. Students go free. There are VIP tickets as well, and 2 other types of tickets. I can't remember, but one has a logo of a nice chair.
There's like 4. There's like student. Then there's like 3 other ones.
There's like ticket plus, and maybe the VIP.
Yeah. Ticket plus. It sounds like a seats for an airline.
Ticket plus. This one. Your chicken is fresh, but for ticket, your chicken is mechanically separated, and other lovely things. Have you ever read an ingredients package and it says mechanically separated chicken? Because
no.
I have. Because I have.
That sounds really weird.
It sounds horrific.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. Fer needs to deliver awful news to the T side. They have no idea what is happening. Last man was looking over towards Connector, where FNX was, but he has been laid to rest by NAF, who is in a tricky situation. The bomb has been lost. Sorry, it hasn't been lost. Stanislaw picks it up. He's over towards the ramp on B. Finally, Fer will go down. He's done his job. 2 kills for him. Taka holding an angle, and he will do enough to allow his teammates to have a slight advantage, a 2 versus 1. Cold is coming in for the flank, and NAF is looking for it. Oh. And in the meantime, Fallen will capitalize on errors.
Yeah. Yep, Fallen has been pretty good so far. It's quite interesting, actually. SK have a good spread of, from the kills perspective, again, we don't see the ADR, but like this pretty well spread across the SK team. Even though we've seen a lot of the most impactful frags from the likes of Fallen, everybody's getting the numbers. Prenade in. Prenade does a little bit of damage, a lick of damage to Stanislaw. Oh, he's just going to go for it. Straight into Pop Dog. He's not going to like what he sees. FNX out in no man's land. Fallen has quite some work on his hands in this position. There's one, though. Pulls out the pistol. Gets something. Gets another player. Oh, Fallen, stop. Please, stop this. Stop the madness. The madness will come to an end, James, for now. 16-8. SK, they lost map 1, but oh my god, did they send a statement with map 2.
Yeah, that was deliverance. And again, going 5 AWPs in the last round as well just shows that they were full of confidence there and did not fear defeat under any circumstances.
That's true. That is very true. You can never, ever expect an easy game against SK, especially when they get momentum. It is nuts. And it's always, when I see Fallen on the AWP on the CT side, is when crazy stuff happens for SK, I swear. Like, I've seen so many games where they look out of it, he picks up an AWP on CT side, and then boom.
It's break time. See you after the break.